and darker, and the darker one have subsurface scattering. So I basically start with this one, and now I'm adding shadow, which is what I mentioned, that I still want people to see the feeling that there's shadow contact from the head to my face and the underneath the armpit and the clothing over here. So this is the path of the shadow. This is another shadow. Mm, where is it? Didn't do anything. Oh, okay. You guys can see over here. Just the shadow pass to make it have more shadow information there. You don't have to do, I don't have to do this one if I don't want to. And this is the speck pass. You can see the speck, a little bit hair, a little bit of eyes and armor part, and also here as well. Right? And this is another speck pass. You guys can see the differences. I want the lip to be a little bit shinier. Yep. Okay. So that's the ring light pass that I have. So it's this exactly same rendering. You go in, do the lighting, and then use the mask. Just get exactly what you want over here. There's another spec mask, spec pass. That's this the face spec that I was rendering for. As you can see from here to here, it shows more detail, right, on the top. And if I don't want this, I just mask this off. Alright, and I have an AO pass. This is the AO map. So basically changing the armpit shadow over here and the shadow around the armor. That's AO pass, but that is it. That basically, and where's my rim light? Oh, that's weird. I did not remember I do this. Here. Okay, my rim light. It's weird. Where's that gone? And the AO pass, which we talk about it, and you definitely have a mask, right? So after this, what I usually do is I will have, you guys will have a depth mask, right? So I'm sure you guys know, but just in case some of you don't, I will do this. Basically, I'll show you guys how to do this. So you have depth. This is what's a depth map, right? Basically tell you what's in the front, what's in the back, and if you want to blur it, you can. Alright, so copy this and go back to here. I already have it, but I'll show you guys how to do it. Go to channel, right? And click new channel. Click OK and paste. Depth. Here. So this is exactly the same because I already have it. So, but I'm just showing you guys this is how you do it. And you go back to RGB and go back to the layers, and you already have that saved. Alright, another thing is the mask. Um, this is very easy. This will be very easy for you to select. And then if you want to change or adding a little bit background, this will be easier, way easier for you to do. So just use this select tool, select all this off, right? And then I usually go to inverse select and I save selection. And you can say Cammy mask. Alright. So now you don't need to worry about anything. And let's say I want to change the background. I will just change right here with you guys. So if I want to change the background, I'm creating another layer. Control Shift N. Creating another layer. Um, depending on what you want, right? You can just using paint bucket to just get one color in there, or you can use gradient tool. This is what I usually do. But select the color from here. What's your color? I have gray to black because I don't want from white to black. Um, it's too contrasty for me. So if this is the feeling that I want, right? I want this to be shine a little bit from the head. Okay, so if that's the feeling that I want, and then I basically have this, and then go to select, low selection, Cammy mask, okay, and you just delete it, and that will be my background, right? And if you think this is too much, you have opacity to make it, even smaller. After this, I usually have a level that kind of control the brightness that I want to make it brighter sometimes. Alright. And then after this, I will have a final pass. Basically, Control Shift E to combine everything together. Control A, select all. Control C, copy. And I'll copy this one over here. And this one will be my blur. So go to Filter, Blur, go to Lens Blur. Alright, so I already set this up already, but this is just pick your alpha map, right? Exactly the same one that we just saved. And then there's a blur focal distance you can play around with. I usually just play blur focal distance and radius. That's the two that I touch, basically. So you can see we'll focus on here, and in the back it's blur. Alright, so you give it a nice feeling. So it's blurred. But if you think, you can see before, after, before, after. If you think this is too much, I'll get it down. Make it like, what, 60, 70? Now, it depends.